Welcome to another edition of My Opinion here on My Opinion TV. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and click the notification bell. So as soon as a video is released, you'll be one of the first to be notified. And this morning, we want to look at two topics here. One is two men were killed in an attempted robbery by the police in the Waltham Park area. And the other is a follow-up to the businesswoman that was murdered in Manchester, England side to be precise. But first up, we want to tell you that two of four men who allegedly attempted to rob a Waltham Park area business establishment was shot dead by the police on Wednesday morning. The deceased have been identified as Nicholas Miles, aka Roy Dredd, and another man identified as Brandon. The St. Andrew South Police said they received a report on their emergency call number, and when they arrived at the place, they were challenged by four men. The fire was returned, and two of the men was found suffering from gunshot wounds. Two escaped, but it is alleged that one of those men that escaped might be suffering from gunshot wounds, so they are warning citizens to look out for him. So when the fire was returned, two of the men were fatally shot, and a manhunt is presently on the way for him. We'll give you an insert from the police for the St. Andrew South Division, Wayne Cameron, as he speak about the actual situation. But as I've said in previous videos, it's coming down to the Christmas season. These guys, they don't want to work. They want to rob, kill, and destroy and get quick money. But we commend the police for their quick response, and we see where the police are stepping up their efforts, especially this in the Christmas season, to have the streets return to normal so that people can go about their daily activities without fear from these hoodlums. But this is the road they decide to trod, and most of these men that are involved in these things are young kids, young boys, young men. But you know, nobody wants to go out and look at job, work hard, but they watch you as you set up a business establishment, as you trot out every day going to look at job or to work. They wait until you're finished or you achieve what you're trying to achieve. They come, they rob, and they not only rob you, they take your life too. These are how these hoodlums operate in these times. But listen, as head of St. Andrew South Police Division, Wayne Cameron, speak about their approach to this incident that led to the fatal shooting of these two men.
Whilst the police were on patrol, they received a call through our police emergency center that breaking was in progress by four armed men. And this was at an establishment along Waltham Park Road, vicinity St. Joseph's Road. Of course, the police responded promptly. And when they got there, they were met with gunfire. They responded, and following an exchange of gunfire, two men were found suffering from gunshot wounds, one clutching a pistol, Taurus pistol. We believe two other men escaped, and one of those two, the third man, may have also been shot and injured. So we are asking residents to be on the lookout for anyone who they suspected might have been a part of this criminal party this morning, to call us. Also, we have put the major hospitals on alert. Right, so the two deceased gunmen have now been identified. Well, at least one of them has been properly identified. Nicholas Miles, OC Roy Dredd, of a Painland address. And just to add that he was detained under the state of public emergency in March of this year and was subsequently released when the SOE came to an end. The other deceased person, so far, we only know him as Brandon. So he's still to be properly identified.
Well, the other case we want to look at is the police investigators in Manchester have laid charges against 3 persons, including a woman, in relation to the murder of 63-year-old Marcia Chinyu at her home on Igleside Close in Manchester. As you're aware, Miss Chinyu is the proprietor of a supermarket. Charged with murder and conspiracy to murder are 24-year-old carpenter Shaquille Perkins of Woodlawn Crescent, Manchester, 36-year-old Dwayne Brown, a security manager of Oakland Drive, Manchester, and 34-year-old Zoe Forrest, a businesswoman of Oakland Drive, same place there in Manchester. The persons were brought before the Manchester Parish Court on Tuesday and were remanded into police custody. They are scheduled to return to court on Tuesday, December 8th. Chinyu, as you're aware, was found by neighbors with stab wounds inside her car in the driveway at her home at about 8:30 p.m. on Thursday. The police were alerted and she was taken to hospital where she was pronounced dead. The police theorized that robbery may have been a motive for her killing. And in other areas of the media, we are hearing that Dwayne Brown and Zoe Forrest are both in a relationship. And what came out to me when I just saw this was 1. Brown is a security manager. 2. Forrest is a businesswoman. Is it a case where Brown actually worked at the supermarket where Miss Chinyu owns? Is it another case where Zoe Forrest is a competitor to Chinyu? These are questions left to be answered, but you can all do your own figuring out why this would have led to the death of the woman, right? But as I said, based on what I'm hearing, Dwayne Brown, the security manager, is along with Zoe Forrest. So they were in collusion based on what we are getting on the ground. And they got Shaquille Perkins of Woodlawn Crescent in Manchester. He went about doing his act, but the collusion, as I said, took place between Brown and Forrest. So based on what we got is that Brown, it is also in the Jamaica Observer suggesting that Brown and Zoe were in a relationship. So clearly these persons were in collusion to murder Marcia Chinyu. But as again we have said, and we have said it for the umpteenth time this year, 2020, very bad year because of the coronavirus. But I think the police can tap themselves on their shoulder for doing a fairly good job in 2020. They've got to the bottom of a lot of cases, and now we have seen where they got to the bottom of this one, where 3 persons so far have been arrested. We hope that based on what their investigation is showing, these persons will be held accountable for the murder of this businesswoman and will be brought to justice. But you can let me know what you think in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and click the notification bell. I always try to respond to your comments in the comment section to have an interactive session going. So don't be afraid to drop a comment and let me know what you think about what's taking place in our beloved Highland, Jamaica, land we love. But until next time, look out for the children. Take care of the children. Look out for your neighbor and take care of your family.